It's time to talk with T, and today we're talking about flow state. It's a buzzword on social media again, and do we even know what it means? Before we get lost in using flow state based on what TikTok says, let's get into the psychology of flow state. I am by no means a psychologist, but as I said in another video, I have gotten into researching sociology, and that kind of ties in with all of the other ologies. So let's talk about the psychology of flow state and what it actually means so that you can apply it in your life. Flow state, by definition, is energized focus in the present moment and enjoyment in the process of the activity or the task. Flow state is something natural that occurs to us as humans. The person who coined the term, the father of flow, is Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. Mihaly is a Hungarian-American psychologist. I mean, he has passed. He is still regarded and considered as the OG of the idea. Flow state is the optimal state of human consciousness. It's where an individual's skill level matches the challenge of the task. Owen Schaefer, a professor of computer science and an expert in user research, came up with these 7 prerequisites that pretty much anybody can understand. First is knowing what to do. Second is knowing how to do it. Third is knowing how well you're doing it. Fourth is knowing where to go if navigation is involved. 5 is high perceived challenges. 6 is high perceived skills. And 7, most important I might add, is freedom from distractions. Nowadays, that is super hard because we have these phones in our hands all the time. And I think we are constantly, as a society, just being stimulated from sunup to sundown. With all of these distractions, it can be so hard to strike the right balance between the level of the challenge and your perceived level of skill. So the 8-channel model is a chart that talks about all of the different states, and it includes flow state as obviously the optimal part of the human consciousness. So let's get into that. If the challenge is low and your skills are low, you're at the apathy state. If the skills are medium and the challenge is low, then boredom. Those are at a high level and the challenge is low, then you're in the relaxation state because it's easy for you to get the thing done. When the challenge gets to the mid-level but your skills are still low, then you're in the state of worry. But when your skills are high and the challenge is at that mid-level, then you're in the state of control. When your skills are low but the challenge is high, anxiety, and we all know what that feels like. But when your skills are in the middle and the challenge is high, then you're in a state of arousal because you're curious, you're alert, and you're trying to figure out like how you can solve this puzzle, right? And then finally, when the skills and the challenge are at an even playing field, that is when you achieve flow state. Ultimately, finding flow requires your energy and your attention, and those are 2 very costly things, especially in the society that we're in right now. But it begs the question, flow state requires these 2 things that we don't want to expend, then why are people chasing it? I think people start tying